Morning, Joe Walker here at Glen Echo. I'm here to tap one of our maple trees that provides the great maple syrup for our membership that we have during the season. I have a drill with a 1/2-inch bit on it. I have a spigot and then a little hook that we put on put behind the spigot, and then we collect it in a bucket. We try to use the south side of the tree, south, the southeast, the southwest side of the tree, and you try to put it on a large root flare, because that's basically where all the material will come up. Also, it's on the sunny side of the tree. That side flows much warmer. When it gets warm, it gets above 32 degrees, the sap flows very well. And we'll collect this sap for the next week or two. Once you get into about the 3rd week to 4th week, the tree heals itself and pretty much quits running. And then about that time anyway, at the end of February, there's a potential for the sap to turn a little bitter and not nearly as good a quality. Physiological changes within the tree creates that. But here, let me demonstrate real quick what we do. So I'm trying to find a root flare, and I'm also looking at last year's and the year before's. We've tapped this tree 3 or 4 different times. I have tapped it. Here's an old hole. Here's an old hole. There's an old hole. It's not really hard for the tree. You're only going in there. The tree heals itself within a few months. So you're just putting a small hole in it. I think I'll go ahead and try one right here. Looks like a pretty good spot. So I'll take the tap. Kind of a prefab hook. Might not work quite as well as my other hooks. Might have to make some modifications on it. But you drive it into the tree. And you take the bucket. Collects it. Usually we'll collect the buckets every day or two. Some trees will flow better than other trees, or flow more than other trees. So, and we'll usually store these in coolers. And then once we've got enough material, then we'll take it into the kitchen, and Chef Terry and Jeff will then boil it in their double boiler. It's a 15-gallon boiler. It continuously boils all day long, and then we add material to it as it boils away. And in a day, you have maple syrup. It takes about 43 gallons to make a gallon of maple syrup. And that's how we do our maple syrup tapping here at Glen Echo. I've got 3 buckets out already, and we hope to have about 15 or so this year. Have a great day.